So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Bridgewater to throw it. Open man is Anderson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. A pickup of 2.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Jones. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
17 yards.
Nice catch there by Tyrell Williams, who got off to a hot start. Heck, I'd call it a blazing start in 2019, scoring a touchdown each of his first 5 games. And he has history as a big-time receiver as well. 1,000 yards receiving for the Chargers back in 2016.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
21-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brought down by
the good run on 1st down, followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now Carr. Complete to Jason Witten. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Complete.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
Lamar Miller, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Panthers 17. Raiders.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me,
the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 43-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. To throw, Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Moore. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And now it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now Jones. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They keep it with Miller on first down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
Yards on the play. First down, Raiders.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now they'll throw with Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd down and 4. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lamar Miller with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Miller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
At the 35-yard line.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 35 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
41-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route. Tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Miller, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. Got his man, it's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20, Lamar Miller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Lamar Miller, 42 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On 1st down, Miller. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Score, Raiders 45, Panthers 24. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moore. And he'll be out right at the 35. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. That's complete to McCaffrey.
Bridgewater's pass.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Second down.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Anderson a first down and more. The 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it slap, watch it slap.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And this one's complete to Seth Roberts. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Roberts got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Las Vegas, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that.